Hello, how are you? Well, I missed you all so much. I hope you missed me and you are eager to listen to another story. Now, what I am going to read out to you is actually about family, how significant and how important and vital our family is for us. And we should always be there for each other. And then we should respect our elders, and grandparents are a treasure, a precious treasure to be respected, to be appreciated, and to learn from. And then we must embrace different cultures. That brings variety, that brings learning, new things in our life. So let's get started with the story. Okay, so the name of the story is Grandpa Chatterjee. These are the two grandfathers, and that's what it is about. These two people. Neetu and her little brother Sanjay have two grandpas, Mom's dad and Dad's dad. That's maternal grandfather, and that's one paternal grandfather. Mom's dad lives in India and they've never ever seen him. But Dad's dad lives in Leicester and they see him quite often. Although they love and respect Dad's dad as head of the family, we all should, right? Neetu and Sanjay are a little afraid of him. Whenever he comes to visit, they all have to be on their toes, doing exactly as they are told. If Neetu wears jeans, Grandpa Lester frowns at her and snorts, "I don't like my granddaughter wearing jeans," so she has to go and put on a dress. If Sanjay, who's a terrible chatterbox, chap, sometimes interrupts grandfather, glares at him sternly and says, "I don't like little boys who interrupt." And Sanjay has to bite his lip and try so hard not to speak. Funny, sweet little guy. When their mother got a job and went out to work, grandfather was very disapproving. "I don't like my daughter-in-law going out to work." Mom just smiled politely and went anyway. And Dad took his father aside to try to explain how with Mom going to work they could afford a new car. One day, Mom said excitedly, "Children, your grandpa is coming to stay. Isn't that wonderful?" But they didn't think it was wonderful at all. Neetu just groaned, oh no, I'll have to wear nothing but dresses." And Sanjay moaned, "Oh no, we'll have to eat curried eggs." It was Dad who beamed at them and said, "It's not my dad from Leicester who's coming to visit us. It's your Mum's dad from Calcutta. You've never met him. You can call him Grandpa Chatterjee." Neetu and Sanjay looked at each other doubtfully. How could they know whether a granddad from Calcutta was any different from a granddad from Leicester? Even if he was called Grandpa Chatterjee, they would just have to wait and see. On the day of his arrival, Mum and Dad got up very early and drove off to the airport to meet Grandpa Chatterjee. Neetu and Sanjay didn't go because there wouldn't be room in the car on the way back. Old Mrs. Bennet from next door came in to look after them. They waited and waited. Suddenly, Sanjay shouted, "They're here!" The little red Mini had pulled up outside the house. That's the car. "Oh dear," cried Neetu, suddenly going all shy. "I'm going to hide." They both hid behind the sofa. They heard the front door open. They heard Mum come in and say gently, "Welcome to our home." They heard Dad say, "I'll take your luggage up to your room." And they heard a thin, quiet, soft voice say, "And where are my little grandchildren?" Then there was silence. Crouched behind the sofa, Neetu and Sanjay hardly breathed. Then suddenly, although they didn't hear Grandpa Chatterjee come into the room, they knew he was there because they saw a pair of bare, dark brown, knobbly, long-toed, bony feet. Now that's something different. The feet came and stood right close by them. The feet emerged from beneath thin white trousers, and as their eyes traveled all the way up, past a white tunic and brown waistcoat, and past a red and blue woolly scarf round the neck, they found themselves looking into round, shining, kind, wrinkly face with deep as oceans, large brown eyes, and a mass of pure white fluffy hair which fell in a tangle over his brow. Okay, so you can have a look at the children hiding behind the couch and Grandpa Chatterjee with his open arms ready to embrace them. Okay, exclaimed Grandpa Chatterjee with a great loving sigh, and he opened his arm to embrace them. After they had all hugged with each other, Mum said, "Children, take Grandpa up to his room. He'll want to bathe and change after his long journey. I'll go and make a nice cup of tea." Sanjay began chattering as he clambered up the stairs, leading the way. "Why aren't you wearing any shoes?" he asked. "Because I took them off at the door so as not to bring any dirt into the house. We always do that in India," answered Grandpa Chatterjee. "Oh, did you come with lots of suitcases, Grandpa?" Sanjay went on. "And did you bring us lots of presents?" "Shh," Neetu said, embarrassed. "That's rude, Sanjay. Just you wait and see," replied Grandpa, who didn't mind at all. When they went into the guest room, they couldn't see any suitcases at all. "Where is your luggage?" asked Neetu. "Oh, I only ever travel with my bedroll," said Grandpa. "My needs are very simple." And he pointed to a roly-poly round khaki canvas roll all held together with leather straps and covered in airline stickers and labels. There it is. Can you see it? Isn't that interesting? We don't travel generally like that, but that's interesting. Does that mean we don't have presents, Sanjay? "Just you wait and see," replied Grandpa again. "I am like a snail, my dear. All I need, wherever I go, is my bedroll. It carries all my belongings, and when I unroll it, it becomes my bed." Okay, see you.